I always wanted to do that.
Testing, 1, 2. Hey, first of all, we want to start off by telling everybody to come to the front. Hey, y'all too far back there. I need y'all to get a little bit closer to me. I don't feel like I got to scream. I need everybody in the back to come to the front. Come on. We got 10 seconds. We're going to go. Musical chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what I'm talking about. 9. Now we got an audience, baby. Now we got an audience. Hey, when I say hell, you say yeah. Hell. Hell. Hell, hell. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Hell. Yeah. All right, talk to me. Once again, I'm Marlon Watts, the co-owner and CEO of WRLDINVSN.
I'm Nicholas Clark, the designer and also the co-owner of WRLDINVSN.
Go ahead and click that first slide. So we started this brand with 12 shirts and $120, like Ladante said. We started by selling things like candy and iPhone accessories in school. And what I mean by that was we was the kids that went to Costco, Sam's Club. Raise your hand if you eat Mambos. That was our first product. And what I mean by that is we would go to the store. Mambos averaged about $1. You know, they come 3 to a pack, and we would sell each pack for $1. So we almost made roughly $2 off our $1. And that's how we became entrepreneurs. And then we noticed that the iPhone had just came around. How many of y'all know the kiosk that's in the mall with all the buttons, cases, chargers and stuff? Yeah, that was us, and that was us out of our backpacks at school. So we were selling candy and iPhone accessories to become entrepreneurs. And we noticed that we were spending all our money on clothes because at that time, I had just went to St. Aug, which is a private school. I had left for private school. I had left public school. And we started to go out. We started to go to football games, basketball games. We started to go to house parties. And you know, the saying was, look good, play good. And I ain't gonna lie, you know, I was trying to get the girls and stuff. So, you know, you had to look good for that. And we was like, dang, man, we spending all our money on clothes. You know, why not start our own brand? And I don't know if you're familiar with Uber Prints or Custom Ink. So that was the first website that we actually ordered our t-shirts on. And Nick was our first
you was our first graphic designer.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you the story. All right, so Marlon actually came to me with the idea of creating t-shirts. And the first shirt that Marlon actually made, it was the brand was called Paper Planes.
Paper Planes.
It said, "Why be fly today when I'm fresh every day?" It was supposed to say every day, but he spelled every day wrong. And then, but he still
that wasn't my job.
He still sold all the shirts. So that showed me that my boy was the entrepreneur, and I said, hey, let me come be the designer. So that's how we got started.
And funny thing, he not gonna tell y'all, but he was actually an actor, a star actor. He played in a couple movies, a couple Levi commercials, and let's give him a round of applause for that because he never talked about that before his entrepreneurship career. But yeah, during that, we had a brand in high school. We call it a hobby. It wasn't a business at all. This was just something that we did, not to ask our parents because the answer was already no. And so we sold shirts throughout high school. We both were fortunate enough to get scholarships to college, where we went to Louisiana Tech.
Go back.
I had a football scholarship and I went for business management, and Nick had a top scholarship and he went for graphic design.
I made myself look a little bit taller right there too.
Hit the next one. When we first started our business, like we said, once it was just a hobby for us. We actually started in our high school apartment. I mean, doing everything, sewing the tags on, ordering the merchandise, bringing it to the print shop, selling it, fulfilling the orders right there in our apartment. We were fortunate enough to get in a business accelerator program, similar to the SBDC, correct? And we got in that program, and that was really took our hobby and turned it into a business. We started to, talk about taxes, profit and loss, balance sheets, marketing, team building. Like, we thought a business was just saying you had a product, taking pictures of it, and telling your friends about it. That was a business for us. But we learned that it was a lot more than that. We started to get mentors. We started to actually put ourselves in the environment. It's very important to put yourself in that environment so that you can continue to grow and expand. And that's what we did. So this was us actually moving out of our high school apartment with our inventory into a 100 square foot box, which we called it, where we got our first office space in it, Enterprise Center. And just a testimony to that, now we actually have a 20,000 square foot warehouse that we operate out of. We're not in the 10 not in the 100 square foot box anymore. And in this picture, we probably only had 3 team members, with one of them being right there, stand up. All right, one of our first team members. And now we have over 30 team members that help us make this vision a reality. Go to the next slide.
All right, so we was in Essence Fest. I think that was in what, 2020 or 2019? 2020?
2018 and 2019.
Okay, so we did Essence Fest for the whole weekend. We was able to sell our merchandise, pop up. We did, first year I think we did like $12,000 in the weekend. Next year after that we did almost $35,000 in that weekend.
18 and then 32.
18 and 32. So this event we was able to meet Master P, DJ Envy, and just different people from all over the United States come and support our brand. Next slide.
After college.
After college, we wound up. We like, man, we gotta go hop on the road. We trying to go like promote the brand everywhere. So our first big purchase was a truck. We went buy that thing we cashed out. We went buy that thing. We was like, man, we about to wrap it. We about to really go on tour. So that's when we started to just take the brand to the next level.
Yep, and right after college, another thing, I had just started a family. This is my girl right here in the front.
Okay.
And appreciate it. And so I moved to New Orleans to actually open up our first location. And our thoughts on it was we didn't want to go into brick and mortar. We were already selling product online, but we wanted to put ourselves in a position to be able to be around people that was already buying products. So we decided to open up a kiosk instead of actually getting a physical store. And the thing about the kiosk was we didn't have any overhead. One person can manage it. It was easy accessible. People was already walking, buying merchandise. So it wasn't like we had to market to get people to come to our store when there was people all around us. And that was one of the things that we thought was very beneficial, that we even opened up 3 kiosk locations. So I managed 3 kiosk locations, one in the Mall of Louisiana, Riverwalk Mall, and Oakwood Mall, and Nick stayed up and he maintained the headquarters at that time. Next. And here's images of our kiosk locations in all 3 malls. And we built up a team that was able to run those kiosks, but as unexpected things happen like COVID, it tested us. In business, you're gonna be tested. And we talked about it and was like, man, in our plan, do we wanna have 1,000 kiosks around the world? Or do we wanna, focus on online and continue to pop up and go direct to the customer? So we decided to take out all the kiosks and continue to focus online.
Yep.
Next.
That was my favorite part. That was my favorite thing to do. I've been wanting to just go straight digital, but we still wanted that physical presence, which, did help us grow and acquire customers, but digital is where it's at.
One of the special and unique things about World of Vision is we're very active in the community. We just don't talk about it. We actually walk the walk, not talk the talk. By one being, we have a March Madness celebrity game this weekend, this Saturday in Ruston at the sports complex. And all the money that we're raising are going to our World of Vision Scholarship Fund.
How much we raised so far?
So in 3 years, we raised $44,000. Our goal is to raise $100,000 in 10 years. Yep. We hope to announce at that event that we're going to be having an endowment scholarship at Grambling University, and hopefully we can open up the door for ULM. So anybody in this room, push for it, help us out, say it would be great for those guys at World of Vision to bring the scholarship fund here, and we can make an impact in the community. Next. Some things that we also did. We had an all-star game at Airline High School, I believe, and we created the t-shirts for them. We got the chance to talk to the students. And the thing about us talking to the students is different. Like us sitting up here right now, I'm 26.
25.
25. We just like y'all. I just graduated college going on 4 years. We've been doing this brand for a while now, but age is just a number. Like, if you really want to make it happen, you can make it happen now. And that was some of the things what we wanted to show with doing a collaboration with the College of Business, was that a student can work with a large institution and still make a difference. You don't have to think that, I'm gonna wait till I get out of school to go approach them. Or the best thing that people say, I'm gonna wait for the right time. And the right time is never. So the right time is right now. We say all the time the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. So come on, let's plant those seeds and water them. Next. We also was Alumni of the Year at Louisiana Tech in 2019. Another great thing about that, thank you. Another great thing about that, we was the first people to one co-share the award, and we was the youngest people in Louisiana Tech history to win that award.
Damn.
This is a little bit of our operations out in the warehouse. Right now, we're probably shipping between 300 to 500 orders a day. When the summer times come, that get between 500 to 1,000 orders a day. A month, we ship between 10 to 12,000 orders. Like I said, we have a team of 30 people that help us make this operation possible. In-house, we do fulfillment, marketing, customer service, production, and we have a content team. Yep.
Now let's get to it. Ooh, I don't know what happened there, but hey, let's get to it. It's time to really get to it. Y'all ready for us to get to that business, right?
All right, I'm gonna need y'all to remember these steps after. So whoever could tell us all 7 steps at the end, we're gonna have a prize for you, all right?
All right, so we gave y'all the story. We told y'all how we got to where we at right now. Now it's time to really get to it, right, Marlon?
Yep, let's get to it.
Let's do it.
First slide. What's your why? All right, this is gonna be one of the most important things when first starting your business, because one, you need to know why you're doing it, because you're gonna need to convey that to your customers and to the people that you want to do business with. Everybody sell t-shirts. We can be honest about it. Everybody can go out and create a brand today. It's not nothing that nobody can't do. But what's gonna make us different from you is what you gonna determine it is. And what make us different is, one, we talk about it. We from New Orleans, Louisiana. We started this brand when we was 14. Nick slept on my couch. We did this brand when we was in a...
Tell him that, bro.
I'm sorry. Like, you know, we were pushing our product like together doing this. You know what I mean? We saw that, and the big thing, or what we really saw, is that when we were doing it, it started to inspire the people around us. So by us pushing and trying to do this brand, our friends, our brothers, like our mamas wanted to start businesses. They wanted to get out on the limb. So that was the big impact that we realized that we really had, and that we wanted to be examples, and that we was young. We were actually young, and a lot of people that we met would be like, man, I wish I was thinking like this when I was your age. And then we realized that, damn, we really got to go out here and share this message and spark and enlighten and raise the awareness for our people that is possible with, you know, putting yourself in that environment, putting yourself in that room. You know, you create opportunity for yourself. Opportunity don't come, you create it. Mm-hmm. And also starting why I got a lot of things that if you got a notebook or you got notes, please write it down. This is gonna be a book that you must read. It's gonna be Start With Why. Start With Why. That's gonna be the first book that you need to read when you leave here.
I wanna say something I just remember out that book. It was saying, you know, when you start a business, you really want to cater to that audience that supports you the most. So if it's a small group of people that really support you, keep on like giving them the best you got instead of trying to put your brand in front of millions of people that really don't care about you. It's better for that small group to really support you because they gonna push it for you. So just focus on that and focus on your why, and that's how your brand gonna start to just explode.
Yep. Another thing is, you're gonna have to come up with a mission statement. You're gonna have to, if you come talk to me, I can tell you the mission statement. You could, there's a link, raise your hand. What's the mission statement?
WRLDINVSN is a clothing company that provides original designs and branded fashion apparel for urban youth who feel stagnant and trapped by what their environment tells them they can and cannot do.
Nadia, what's the mission statement?
Provide original designs and branded fashion apparel for urban youth who feel stagnant and trapped by what environment tells them what they can.
We provide original designs and branded fashion to urban youth who feel stagnant and trapped by what their environment tells them they can and cannot do. You must know it. Everybody must know it. Everybody must know why they come and why you wearing this. You know, so when somebody asks him why he wearing your brand, they should be able to tell the next person that this is why. And it should be the same thing. Like, this person shouldn't be like, they help kids. This person should be like, it's just cool designs. This person shouldn't just be like, it's affordable. At the end of the day, everybody should be saying the same thing. And that's how that message and your why travels.
And I add to one more thing. A lot of people, they ask us like, what we do, what we sell. Like, we don't sell clothes. Like, clothes is just a tangible thing that you get to take away from what we got going on. We sell an intangible feeling that you can rise above and you can do something different. We don't sell clothes. That's just the thing that you get from the brand.
Yep, it's almost like being a part of a fraternity. So when he went worldly, she went worldly like that. Woo! Wow, you got a vision. I see you. It's an instant connect. If you see somebody with worldly vision, it's an instant connection, and we want to create a community-like atmosphere.
Starting with no money. Let me take this. Let me take this, Marlon.
You saying you could start a brand with no money?
No money. No money.
Talk to me.
All right, so first I'm gonna tell y'all how we really started with nothing. We started doing like pre-orders, right? So we created like this collection. I went to school for graphic design, so I do designs. Created like these mock-ups, these templates, these collections, and we just shot them to our family members, sent them a text, said, hey, this is what we trying to drop. We need your support. We're gonna give you the entire collection for this price. So we got like
damn near half off. They got basically everything for 50% off.
So we gave them a sweet, sweet deal on a new collection that we was dropping that we didn't even have. All right, so we got the money before we even got the collection, and we was able to take that money, buy the collection, plus buy more merchandise, and that was a good start for us. That was able to get us on the right path to building this brand. I'll say the next thing is also going to be relationships, all right? So us being in the Business Accelerator program, we was in that environment of other entrepreneurs and other business owners, and we wound up meeting the owner of Rapid Science in Ruston, which is Mr. Mike, all right? Met Mr. Mike. We was like, man, we don't have no money, but we need some t-shirts printed. You got what we need over there. How can we make this thing work? So we just kept building a relationship with them. We started off printing, a little bit of shirts, 50 shirts, 100 shirts at a time. And then we was like, man, we won't get to that 1,000 t-shirt level.
And how did we get to the next level?
All right, so we like, what can we do, Mr. Mike? What can we do? And he was like, you know what?
You can pay me.
How about you pay me 30 days after I deliver the product? So that's called net 30, all right?
Hey, so write this down right now. Write this down. Net terms. I'll give a brief definition. This means net 30 or net 60 means that I'm going to give you the product or provide the service for you, and you're going to pay me in 30 to 60 days after I do that. All right?
Yep. So, once he gave us that green light, we was like, it's time to go to the next level. So we wound up purchasing like our first 1,000 t-shirts on that net 30. We like, if you're going to give me 30 days to sell 1,000 t-shirts, hey, I'm with that.
How do you get those t-shirts? How do you get the whole product for no money?
Got you. All right, so check this out. Once we figured out net terms, like for the print, what you think we did? We went to the t-shirt company. We went to the actual t-shirt company, which is SNS Activewear or TSC Apparel, and we like, hey, can we do net terms with y'all guys? And they like, you know what? We told them our story. A lot of the times, like, people really did it off the love, like, and just who we was as just people, like, just being honest. They just loved our character, loved the story, and they just gave us an opportunity. And from there, they was like, they glad that they gave us the opportunity also because we just still doing business with them even bigger than what we started with. So, man, we went to SNS and we like, hey, how can we get these t-shirts on net terms? They gave us the green light, and like now, like we could literally order 3,000 t-shirts if I wanted, just by the relationships that we built of just credit. So like we able to get 1,000 shirts from SNS on credit. They give us 30 days to pay them back, and then we bring them shirts to Mr. Mike. He print them, and he give us 30 days also. So now we got 1,000 shirts to sell in 30 days. And you know, me and Marlon got on them streets and got it going. Last thing, before we take it to the streets, before we take it to the streets, I'm gonna tell y'all, if you're building a brand, get on Shopify, because the next thing that you're gonna need is capital if you want to transition to going to manufacturers or doing events or just marketing in general. So we hopped on Shopify, and what Shopify did was they analyzed our daily sales, and they was able to give us a loan based off that. So we started off by getting a $2,000 loan, $3,000 loan,
500,
all the way up into the hundreds, thousands,
$500,000,
$500,000 loan. But if it wouldn't be for Shopify, we probably wouldn't be here. Go ahead, go to the next one. All right, let's take it to the streets. I can take this one too, bro?
You got it.
All right, let me take this one. All right, check this out. Taking it to the streets before you get on the internet, before you get on Instagram, and
before you run a Facebook ad,
and Twitter, and having JiggAerobics lab with they 200,000 followers. You gotta get on the streets. You have to go sell this product in person. You have to let people meet you. You have to tell people your why. You gotta share your why with these people so they can know why they're even trying to support you. A lot of people, they get on social media and they say, hey, I'm selling shirts for $15, and they're not even sharing the message. If you go look at our Instagram, bro, all we do is promote our why.
I gotta get a stop. I need everybody to pull out their phone. If you don't follow us on Instagram right now, go ahead and do that.
Thank you, Marlon.
At WRLDINVSN, WRLDINVSN.
VSN.
VSN, Vision. Take out your phone now.
Got it.
WRLDINVSN.
I found it too.
Go
All right, so check this out. If you really look at our content that we share, like you will not see us promoting like we got a jogging set going for $80. Like we literally share our message majority of the time. If we post product, it's gonna be from a photo shoot, and the most we'll say is available online to shop with us. But we never push the price as the sale pitch, if that makes sense. It's mostly us sharing why we do what we do. All right. So in the next thing of taking to the street, before my boy Marlon take it from me, let me get me.
You got it.
All right. The next thing. All right. At these places that you pull up with your merchandise, we call these pop-up shops. All right. So at Louisiana Tech, we was able to do pop-up shops every single Wednesday once we build up those relationships.
At places just like this, like right under here, we would be popping up right now. Baby.
Popping up. Wherever there's people at, guess what? We there. All right, so you want to do pop-up shops, and I'm going to give y'all the cheat code. I'm just going to give y'all the cheat code at these pop-up shops.
A cheat code?
Man, do not go there with 20 different designs and 20 different T-shirts and stuff like that. Go with one or two things.
Why is that, Nick? Why is that?
Because, look, people's attention span is very short. They're going to be going through merchandise and just not figuring out what they want. If you bring 20 different items, I promise you, you're going to have a huge percentage of people that's going to say, I don't know what to choose. Help me choose. All right? So help them choose before you even get that by only bringing one or two things. All right?
What about the pricing?
I'm about to get to that. All right, so you really want to stick to those few things. And I'm going to tell you the next thing. All right, we literally just had like 2 different T-shirts. I think we had one design, 2 different colors of the shirt. Right, and we went to the schools.
Two designs.
2 designs.
Jesus T-shirt and the curve.
It was literally just the Jesus T-shirt and then a shirt with our name on it. All right, so we sold these shirts at the pop-ups, one for $20.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop you, but those same shirts are just in the audience today. Like right here, stand up, Lamika, and stand up. These are the 2 shirts that we started selling when we first started.
Look, y'all missing the one behind.
And we still have those same designs today. So that's what we mean by nothing changes. Go ahead, man.
So check this out. Thank you for putting me on to that path too. So check this out. Once you figure out what you bring in, you really want to bundle up these deals. So we did 1 shirt for 20, 2 shirts for 30. All right. So we like, who not gonna get the 2 shirts for the 30? And I'm gonna tell y'all what that do. That puts more product out there in the world. Like the name of the game for us, at least, was volume. Because we know if we have, put it like this, if we got 100 people in this room right now and everybody have on a different shirt, but it's the same brand. Let's just say they got a Nike shirt on, but it's all different designs. You're not gonna notice that that's Nike right away. But let's just say everybody got on the same design. You're gonna notice that design immediately. It's not even gonna be you're not even gonna have to think about it.
And what does that do?
So we thought about that for the whole world. We like, what if we just sold 2 shirts, same design, thousands and thousands of times, all right? And that's exactly what we did to put our product out in the space, and that's how people became more familiar with WRLDINVSN in the designs that we produce. So definitely keeping it real simple at the beginning and till this day. Like Marlon saying, we still sell the same product because there's millions of people in the United States, billions of people in the world, and we still haven't touched all those people yet.
Yep, and I mean, it's different because that's the black shirt, but you got to get the red, the yellow, the blue,
exactly,
all the same design. And instead of trying to, force them to buy a $40, $50 T-shirt, how about we get more of them out there? Another thing that I, just to add on, was if you buy 1 shirt from me, maybe I got you for what? 30 or 60 days, but if you buy 2 shirts, that means I'm gonna at least have you 30 for 40% of the year with my product on.
Exactly.
So instead of trying to just get that 1 shirt sold, it was better for us to sell 2, 3, or 4 shirts at a cheaper price, because at the end of the day, if you wearing it around campus, like you want to be fresh every day. So now you got a shirt for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Exactly.
All right.
And the last thing I'm gonna leave y'all with, then we go to the next slide, is when we did these pop-up shops, we did not stand. We didn't even have chairs. We didn't sit behind our table.
Get rid of the chairs, people. It forces you to sit down.
Hey, we got in front look, everybody that was walking by, this is all just money.
Hey, give me a little pitch. Give me a little pitch. Hey, right here.
Hey, do you want to come check out what we got going on today?
No, what y'all got?
Hey, just come see. All right, first let me tell you about the brand. So we started in high school literally with nothing. Like, look, around us, we ain't have nobody that owned the business or even graduated from college, but that was something that we wanted to do. So now we out here on your college campus pushing our product, and the reason why we selling these shirts is just to show people around that they don't have to, do everything that everybody else doing. They could start a business. They could be successful at doing anything they want to, and we just want to show you that you could do it too.
So you telling me you told that to people that was walking by?
Bro, everybody that walked by, I tried to tell it to. And if you gonna get no, but you gonna learn from them no's, all right? After you get 1,000 no's, you might get that one yes.
And a no, not a no, because you can always get the Instagram, you can always get the email, you can always get the phone number to follow up with them. You may not make that sale right then and there, but ultimately you want to tell them your story so that way when you do run a Facebook ad, oh, I seen them at ULM, I know what that's about. Let me support now. We may be following up for the next time. So that's why it's important to also have your why and don't sit behind your booth when you're selling product. Get in front of your booth. Be true to your brand and get the message out there.
Now tell them what to do with these profits.
All right, I'm gonna save a lot of people money right here. How many? Raise your hand if you want to save money. All right, and raise your hand if you want to invest that money that you save.
To make more money.
All right. So this is going to be a hack that a lot of people don't know of. It's going to be called Economies of Scale. All right, how many of y'all know what that is already? Raise your hand. Okay, so that's saying that if you buy more, the actual price gets cheaper. So a lot of small businesses don't actually have marketing budgets at all. $0. They spend zero on it. So I'm gonna just use a clothing brand as an example. Let's just say I get 100 shirts. I say I get 10 shirts for $10. 12 shirts for $10. The same deal that we got. That's $120, right?
Yep.
So my printer tells me, well, if you get 24 shirts, I can give it to you at $7. All right? Do the math.
Wrong.
All right, so you got the 12 shirts at $120, right?
Yeah.
So that's what, $10 per t-shirt. Then you have the 24 shirts at $7. What's the cost on it?
$168.
$168.
$7 a shirt.
So you got double the amount of shirts for not even double the price.
Yep.
All right?
What you gonna do with them extra $3 that you saved?
Those extra $3 you can now put into marketing. You can now use to actually sell more. So the same 10 shirts that you had that you was gonna spend $10 on, now you have 24 shirts and a marketing budget. All right?
A lot of people be like, that's what I get a lot, but I don't go in on them right then and there, but I'm gonna do it for y'all.
Yeah, do
all right,
it.
they
Do
be
it,
like,
do it.
they be like, I don't want to sit on, I want to get 20 shirts or 30 shirts because I don't want to be stuck with product. You only gonna be stuck with product if you don't know how to sell, all right? So we looked at it like the more the better. I'm trying to get 3,000 shirts, and 5,000 shirts.
And it's based on your goals. So some people may be like, I want to make $10,000, but you don't have $10,000 worth of product. It's impossible. That makes sense, right?
Yep.
So you want to at least be able to get enough product to reach the goal that you want to hit that month.
And you gotta be hungry, just in general. You gotta want it. Like you either want it or you don't. It's not nothing in between. Literally. Like if you got 1,000 shirts or if you got 100 shirts and you're not hungry enough to really go push that product, then you might be in the wrong business. Just being honest.
Yep. And the next thing, reinvesting your real profits. All right. When we first started out this business, we showed y'all that we was at Essence Festival. After Essence Fest was the first time we got paid. We made $18,000 at Essence Festival, and
guess how much we paid ourselves?
I'm talking big shit, $500 every 2 weeks, baby. We was loaded in money. I mean, we were just so happy to be able to pay our bills that we couldn't think. Right. We was like, wow, $1,000 a month.
Yes, that was we was lit. We was lit, but we really go to say that is like we really we waited and kept investing until we was able to just pay ourselves something. And that right there, just making that $500 that one time after, Essence Fest, that was damn, this is my first paycheck of something that we built from nothing. Right. and we was like, it's only gonna go up from here. So from there, it just gave us a different type of energy and a different type of hunger, because we like, man, we could get paid from, you know, our brand.
And how long were we doing it before we got that $500 check?
Years, bro. The whole time we was in school, we never received any type of funds from our business. The most that we did was actually, you know, bought food. The first time we actually like hired people, we paid them by buying them lunch. We didn't actually pay them. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to them, who they was. But really, we didn't want to take, you know, from the business. We wanted to invest as much as we can.
Yep. And right now, a lot of you are in college, like we were. So we were already understanding that, man, we living like college students anyway. We don't have to live beyond our means to prove anything, but to put this back into our business so that we can keep on growing it.
All right, so what's your why? So I'm gonna just remind y'all, what's your why?
What's your why?
Starting with no money.
Starting with no money.
Taking it to the streets.
Taking it to the streets.
Reinvesting your profits. Now let's get to number 5.
Your profits.
And we got 7 total. So let's get to 5.
Next. It's gonna be a quiz. So next is the thing that's gonna be important. Now that you're making money, now that you got the mindset, now that you got everything that you need, your foundation, now it's time to start keeping track of your money. Now you're making money. You got, you know, $1,000 rolling in, $2,000 rolling in, but you don't know where the money rolling out. All right. So, like Bruce said, they have softwares like QuickBooks. QuickBooks will allow you to analyze all your sales. Will allow you to have profit and loss statements, balance sheets. Like right now, how much money you got in your wallet, you know. But you ask somebody, you know, how much money they got in their business, they know. But how much money did you spend last week? You know, how much do you have to reinvest in more merchandise? You know, we don't know these things. We don't know how much we spent on Facebook advertisement. But that's the things that we need to know, because ultimately it helps us make better decisions in our business on a day-to-day operation. And that's going to be the things that you need to provide to people like Bruce and Quentin to be able to get funding for your business, to be able to go out and get that house, to be able to show that this is what my business is doing. This is my score sheet. All right?
Talk to them.
Next. System building. Once you have, you know, you done took the product to the street, you got your why, you got your bookkeeping. Now you making money, and you ready to start building systems and hiring people to do different things. And when we talk about system building, we talk about just replacing yourself. So if you're the one fulfilling your orders, while you fulfilling your orders, you need to be thinking about the system for the person that's going to replace you when you stop fulfilling the orders and you got to put your focus on sales, or when you got to go put your focus on developing new product. You can't. What we realized was that we can't do everything ourselves. You know, you're going to run yourself thin. You can't be the accountant, the product developer, the marketer, the sales, the account. You just can't do it all. So as your business continues to increase and grow, you're going to have other people to fill those voids, and you're going to need to create systems for those people to do those things to make it easier. So right now we're trying to help y'all. We're trying to help y'all skip steps, all right? And what I mean by that is, before you get the team member, you should already have these things in place. Most people, they see that they have a lot of business going, and they're like, man, I need somebody to help me fulfill orders. And they literally just get somebody to help them to come fulfill orders, and that person don't know anything, so now you got to go back and teach them and show them this. But like, what if when they came to the business, you already had all the videos for them to watch? Hey, this is what I need you to do. Take a day, watch all these videos, learn how to print out the orders, so that way when you come the next day, you know how to do it already. You know, you're going to waste so much time teaching them and develop them when you can work on developing a system that's going to teach them and develop them. So that way you can continue to do the things that you need to do.
And we learned a lot about system building and how to be a great boss. And one of the things that they taught was delegating and elevating. So you should always be trying to delegate.
That's the next book, How to Be a Great Boss. That's going to be the second book you read after Starts With Why.
Go to the next one? Or just
next one?
Scaling up? Yeah.
I'll let you take this.
All right, so I'll quickly talk about just the marketing side of scaling up. I say like once we did like a crazy amount of pop-up shops, started building our social media presence, that's when we took it to the next level and started investing in marketing. A lot of people, I know a lot of people know about Facebook ads, but not a lot of people know that they only need to really just spend $5 a day. $5 a day could turn into possibly $30 to $60 in return. And like that's how we actually started. We started by really just spending $5 a day, and what that is.
And what those $5 should be spent on, though.
I got you. So that was like $150 a month, if I'm not tripping. 30 times. Yeah, that's right. All right, so and what we spent the $5 on was retargeting ads. So what retargeting ads is like, let's just say you got an Instagram and you posting your product and they go into your website. You need people to be reminded about your product. Like them going on your site the first time, they might not convert, but that's okay. You need to be showing them your product again, or the product that they clicked on need to be retargeting back to them.
At least 7 times.
At least 7 times. But look, everybody, like, I remember when I didn't know about marketing as much, and when I was younger, I used to go on, you know, a website, and then when I go on YouTube, I see the ad over there to the right, and I'm like, they following me, they looking at me. Nah, man, that's retargeting ads. That's literally retargeting ads. So it's literally like this thing called like pixels, where once you go on the site, it knows you've been there, and it will find
Write that down, people. Facebook pixels.
Facebook pixels and Facebook retargeting ads. That's what will take your brand to the next level.
All right, I said another thing was scaling up was going back to the tactic that we tried. We wanted to get volume out there because we realized that the more product that we had out, the more visibility we became, the more the brand is actually being seen. And so instead of just, like we said, trying to sell 10 and 20 shirts, we wanted to sell thousands of shirts. And that was all a part of our plan of scaling up, because scaling up is you're going to need a database. You're going to need customers. And so right now we have about 75,000 text messages, texters, and we have about 130,000 email subscribers. So almost about 200,000 people in our database that we actually can call our customers. And our customers are not, we're not saying our followers on Instagram, our followers on Twitter, people that's watching our videos on YouTube. That's not our customers. That's our potential customers. But from these platforms, we are extracting their information and getting them into our own database that we can remarket directly to them. And if Facebook go bye-bye, YouTube go bye-bye, Instagram go bye-bye, we have our list. We have our customers that we can stay in communication with, stay in contact with, and continue to sell product to. So that's going to be extremely important to the scaling up process, because a lot of people make sales. Even when you're doing pop-up shops, what we talked about earlier, get the email, get the text message. Because when they leave, how are they going to see you again? Like, how would they repurchase again if you're not there? So getting that information is very, 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 very important when scaling up.
And honestly, without a database, is really no business there, because you're not able to really see how many customers you actually have. And you're not able to make those projections or go to a bank and say, hey, I got 200,000 customers. That's at least a start. If you don't have nothing, it's literally nothing to show for. And I'm going to tell y'all one example where how we used our database to our advantage. Instagram had went down like probably a couple of months ago, where it went down and people really thought that it was like over with for Instagram. And I seen a lot of other companies doing it too, and that's how I got the idea. But everybody sent out like text, like they did like text campaigns saying like Instagram down, but our site not. And like everybody was just shopping while Instagram was down. And that was one of the things that we was like, hey, I'm glad we got this text message list. I'm glad we got this email list, because we wasn't tripping that it was really gone. Like we knew that, you know, what we had built was solid enough for us to keep on going.
Yep. Next.
That's it. So that questions. How about we ask them the question first?
Yeah.
So they won't forget, and then we can ask us a question. Then we.
All right, go ahead. I thought you were.
So what we gonna do? What's our gift? We're gonna give them up.
I got gift cards.
$100 gift card.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna give a $100 gift card.
I got two, so we're gonna have two questions. So 2 people. First question: name the 7 steps to starting a 7-figure business. Right there, I saw you up there first.
She was ready.
She ready.
They gotta be in order.
They gotta be in order.
What's your why?
Okay.
Starting with the money that's net 30 in Shopify.
Talk to me.
Take it to the street. Reinvest your economy. No, reinvest your profits. Economy of sales.
Okay.
Bookkeeping, system building, scaling up. That's retargeting ads and database.
Talk to them.
That's what I'm talking about.
We gotta make sure we get your email before we leave.
Yep. Can you get an email from me?
So we can send a gift card.
And all right, my next question was, what year was WRLDINVSN started?
I don't think we said that, no. I don't think we said that, no.
That's the question. What year was WRLDINVSN started? If anybody follows us on Instagram, you probably could see it.
That one might be tough.
Nope, not the
What you got for us?
2010. Oh! That's what I'm talking about.
We need to do one more.
What you got?
I'm gonna ask something easy right here. This was the first thing.
That was easy.
It was easy. All right. Check this out. Let's see. What was the second book we gave y'all? Right here. Purple. The second book we gave y'all.
How to be a great boss.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. Any questions?
And I add to that third list, Rich Dad, Poor Dad would definitely be one that we will definitely put on there. That was one of the first books that we read. Do you want to give like a little background story on that?
Quick little story how we got into reading a lot of books. So actually we went to Atlanta. One of my friends was hanging out and we went out there with him to party and have fun. And
don't forget the flag.
All right, cool. Look, so on the way to Atlanta, caught a flat. We like, man, this is just a rough day. So we got, went to the tow truck, came, picked us up, everything like that. And then, long story short, everything got stolen out of our car. Literally computer, laptop, everything. The game, the phone, everything. And we really didn't have nothing. The whole company was taken away from us. And when we got back to Ruston, we didn't have no PlayStation, nothing. We just read that book and we was like our mind just went in a whole total different space, and that's what allowed us to just get more knowledge. We was like, we need to get knowledge so we could be able to grow our business, and that's how we got into reading books.
Yep. And I appreciate everybody that came out to the Activate Your Vision seminar. I want to shout out all our sponsors, Origin Bank, Catalyst, Kickstrong, JiggAerobics, World in Vision, Activate Your Vision, baby. Thank you so much. We appreciate everybody. Again, I'm Marlon Wisecombe, and CEO of World in Vision.
Appreciate that.
Come on, DJ.
Turn me up, DJ.
This is how we do it.